All right, guys, episode number 1. We're taking the podcast in a new direction. Danny and I are just going to be answering questions off of Quora. And we've also got a few cool little weekly experiments that we're going to do. Basically, I'm just taking the podcast in a direction where I just want to have a laugh and just be a bit more creative and just dumb. I think that's my true state of being just idiot.
Idiot, yep.
Just thick.
I resonate with that.
What, with me being an idiot or
just being an idiot?
You fuck it. Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
You are an idiot.
And you're thick as pig shit.
Yeah, we're both idiots.
I guess the way we're going to answer these questions as well is giving advice. And I think we should just get into the first question.
Cool. I'm full of advice.
You got some great advice.
I got some really good advice.
And you're 21, right?
21.
And you're balding.
Yep. So I look wise. So I think that's probably why people think that I give good advice.
Yeah.
I could tell someone the worst sick of the world and they'd still be like, oh yeah, receding hairline, he's fucking on to something, I think.
Are you a friend in your friend group that people actually talk to and stuff like that? For advice? Because I've been to like one of your parties once, and you were definitely the more mature one.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends. I'm a year older than most of my mates.
Right.
Because I did my gap year and then came to university halls.
Yeah.
And so everyone was coming straight from high school into university. Yeah, the odd person comes for me for advice every now and then. Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 1.
Cool.
What should you never try in life? And I wouldn't mind kicking this one off.
Cool.
If that's all right,
yeah,
buddy?
go for it.
I thought about this quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing that you should never try in life is asking out the waitress of the local restaurant that you go to. Because if she says no, that restaurant's like fucking ruined. Because you know for a fact that she's going to talk to like the manager, all the other staff. They're going to be giggling and stuff like that. There's like 3 bars in Wellington that I can't go to anymore.
Genuinely?
2. There's genuinely 2. There's one that I'm nervous about going to, but I think like, because you ask them out, and the thing is, they're not being friendly. They're not being friendly with you because they like you.
Yeah.
They're being friendly because it's their job.
I think maybe change that to only ask waitresses out at restaurants where you've had a bad experience. So you don't actually have an inclination to go back there.
Yeah, only a restaurant that you hate.
Like, this food was shit, I'm going to go ask her out, sort of thing.
You ask out every staff member at McDonald's. Well, like, the thing is, though, even if it's like your favorite bar and she says yes and you start going out, you're not really going to go back to that favorite bar if you start going out, right?
Yeah, and especially if it fizzles out as well.
Big time. If it fizzles out, you're screwed. If it goes well, you go to the bar that your girlfriend's waiting tables at and you get her to be your waitress. That's a huge power move.
Is it also problematic asking someone out at their workplace? Because there's no kind of escape for them in that situation.
Point, right? Because if you ask somebody out and you work together...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Now we're going to get into the whole fucking weird culture thing, and I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
No, yeah. I'm about giving shit advice.
I think it's a big no, but a big yes if you weren't planning on going back there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think that's a good one. Question number 1. Now, actually, dude, what would you never try?
What was the question again?
What should you never try in life?
Heroin, definitely. I think that is a big no. Although, I think... there are at least 6 drugs that if I had right now that weren't cut with anything, I'd do. Like right now, I think. But heroin is definitely not one of them because I think that just ruins lives. But in saying that, when I get to 84 years old, because I think that is the prime time to die, I'd do every drug
you do
under
heroin
the sun.
as well?
Yeah.
I would try. No, I wouldn't try heroin now. But definitely when I'm older, I think I'd like to go out with heroin, but I don't know what it's like ODing. Like, is that a shitty process, or are you just in like such a euphoric state you don't even really realize that you're dying?
Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
My man. I like that.
Heroin live on the podcast next week.
I actually wanted to get a guy. There's a few things I want to do on this podcast. I want to get waterboarded. I think that might be like a. I do legitimately want to get waterboarded on this podcast. I also want to get somebody on who's never taken acid before, and for them to have their first acid trip on the podcast.
Yeah,
that would be freaking sick.
Yeah,
and then I want to. This is a bit extreme. No, this is just dumb. I want to take ayahuasca on the podcast, but I want to obviously we'd have to cut it out when you're tripping.
Is that hard to source in New Zealand? Ayahuasca?
Yeah, I know it's like DMT, right? So that's quite hard to source. But
that's
anyway.
one of the 6 drugs that I do.
Fuck yeah, me too, man.
Oh, actually,
would you do ketamine?
Yep.
But have you done ketamine?
No.
Neither have I.
I feel like ayahuasca, the place that I want to do it is in the Amazon jungle with shaman.
Yeah, like a proper shaman.
Yeah, that'd be fucking really cool.
Some guy in just a loincloth blowing smoke on you.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
And then ketamine.
You just like the loincloth bit.
Yeah.
That's really it.
I just want to be in the jungle naked.
Who doesn't?
My dream.
Question number 2. My teenager wants an Apple MacBook Pro.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to explain that we can't afford it and got her a MacBook Air, and she stopped speaking with us.
Damn.
What should we do?
I would get a new kid. Orphanages are full with children that need good homes, and I'm sure there are a lot of people that would want to buy your child.
Yeah, and plus, you're obviously not in a good home if you can't afford a MacBook Pro.
Exactly. You're poor.
Yeah, well, that was my thing. Don't be poor.
Mm.
If my parents couldn't afford a MacBook Pro, I probably wouldn't talk to them either.
Exactly.
I mean, it's cringe.
Yeah, don't be poor. If you're homeless, buy a house, mate.
It's not that hard.
Simple solution.
It's embarrassing though. Make more money.
Yeah.
The more money I make, the more people love me. And, just apply that with your kid.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't make any money at all.
No. Just make more.
Just make more. I would like to start. I mean, we have a badass setup here, though. I'm actually digging the setup for the studio
nice.
right now.
Very nice.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess we were both on the same wavelength with that one. Just don't be poor.
Don't be poor. Sell your kid. Get more money by selling your kid.
There's a big market for kids.
Definitely.
actually.
Big market for kids. We'll leave that one there, I think.
I think we should, too. Okay, so the way we're going to do this, too, is every 2 questions that we go through, we're also going to do a little segment where we just have a weekly challenge. There's going to be different challenges and everything like that and different things that we do. But for this week, every week we have a thing called a weekly challenge, and it's something that we have to do throughout the whole week, right? And Danny came up with this kick-ass idea for our weekly experiment. Danny, would you like to go ahead and explain that? Egg.
So, came up with the idea of Gavin and I both have an egg that we draw a face on. I've accidentally rubbed my face off, but I've called my egg Jeff. And the plan is to, over the entire week, you've got to keep this egg within 5 meters of you at all times. And then whoever's egg survives it to the next podcast is the winner.
Can we make it a rule? Whoever's egg survives, you get to hurl that egg at the other person?
At the other person. Live. I like that
I think
idea.
that's badass.
Yeah.
I like that. So 5 meters, man. I'm so glad. So Auckland just went into lockdown, and I was supposed to fly up to Auckland on Thursday.
With an egg.
So with an egg. Now, are we allowed to wrap this up in protection or anything?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so we can
it,
put it up in. So technically, I could put it in an egg cart and take that around.
Yeah, but then you've got to
Take an egg cart
carry it around. Yeah.
All right, that's doable.
Yeah.
I think that's doable. I
think
guess
in
my
my week-
weekend's fucked next weekend, but
I mean, I'm still going to go to town and bring the egg with me.
we got to get some photos.
Yeah.
And we'll put those photos up in this.
I'll
as
take a
well.
photo of Jeff in Red Square at Eddie's.
It'd be so good if you get a video stream of it accidentally getting crushed as well. Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't actually named this guy, but he's definitely looking pretty grumpy. We'll call him. Oh man, what should we call him? I want to what's a really douchey name? Because if I get to hurl this at you, it needs to be some guy who's gonna. Yeah, Chad's coming at you.
Chad's
this is
the
Chad. So when I hurl Chad at your face, and we can throw this in anywhere.
Yeah.
Just,
I feel like I'm going to get very attached to my egg.
Yeah, you
and then
reckon?
I won't want to
Imagine
kill
if
him.
it hatches.
Because the idea, where I got this from is that, this is a genuine thing that some schools do, is in teaching about looking after children
Yeah.
and babies. They give the whole class like an egg to look after, and then you have to. The idea is that you have to learn how to care for something.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I can barely take care of myself.
Yeah.
So I'll try and take care of this egg. I moved back in with my parents yesterday.
Nice.
I'm not even kidding, man. Fucking. Anyway.
Were they stoked?
Yeah, mom's happy.
That's good.
Yeah, mom loves me.
That's nice.
Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that's cool. Dude, I dig that. I like the challenge. I think
Cool.
we should do it. Rock on. And then next week we'll do a new challenge.
Yep.
And if you reckon like I'd say in the comments, I don't really know how many viewers we're going to get on this, but in the comments section below of this episode, if you want to see like a different experiment that we should do, chuck that in there. I've kind of become a bit jaded when it comes to reading comments. I don't know if you've seen my stuff on TikTok at all.
Oh yeah.
You've seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started roasting every city in Wellington, and then I did Auckland.
Yeah.
And the most aggressive responses.
Really?
I got people trying to say they'd knock me out next time they see me. This is like 100% true. Yeah, I got like 30,000 views on the video.
What'd you say about Auckland?
Oh, I said Auckland has more actors anywhere else in New Zealand because everyone's acting like they live in LA. Which is like, not even that bad. It's a little joke.
Yeah.
30,000 views. And then I did Dunedin. Everyone loved Dunedin. I got 26,000 views on that.
Damn.
And then I did Wellington. Wellington did well. And then I just did Palmerston North, and that's okay.
Yeah.
A few views on there. But yeah, man. If you want to see, I'm just jaded.
Yeah.
Comments.
Well, I feel like any time that you get somewhat big doing something creative like that, there's always going to be people trying to bash on it.
Straight up haters, dog.
Yeah. And plus, Aucklanders are cunts as well. And that is an unbiased opinion because I am one. So
that's fair, actually. Okay. What meaningful advice could you give someone in just 2 words?
Shut up, I think, is a great piece of advice. And that is directed at 2 kinds of people in particular. People that comment on Facebook news articles. I think that should just be banned outright. And people that come into retail stores to complain to the staff there. I think they should just shut the fuck up. I had a lady come into the place where I worked the other day, and we sell like sprayers for like your garden and shit. And she had a broken one and was like, hey, it's not working. I got it secondhand. And I was like, okay, had a look at it. She's like, oh, it's still not working. Can I have a refund? And I was like, you got it secondhand, so I can't give you a refund. And then she said, well, you've lost my business. And I was like, well, considering you got it secondhand, we didn't even have your fucking business in the first place.
Exactly.
Stupid. Shut up. Shut up.
What a whore.
Yeah.
Every time we say something that rhymes with Siri, this fucking thing just pops up. I gotta turn that off at some point. No, I like that, man. Shut up's good.
Yeah.
Shut up's good. I mean, some could say that about us right now. And I won't. I'm desperate to have my voice.
Yeah.
I think my one was like just be original. And get another one of your white friends to co-host a podcast with you, where you literally take other people's original questions and leverage them to come across as original yourself.
Definitely. Great idea. I think people should replicate what we're doing right now.
Yeah, we are essentially like a replication of a replication of a replication at the moment. Yeah.
Well, I doubt there's any podcast out there with 2 guys called Gavin and Danny.
What do you reckon? You think? Should we look that up? Gavin and Danny podcast.
That's our podcast edge. Is that we have different names.
There's a guy called Danny Gavin. I'm excited to welcome Danny Gavin. What a shit name. Sorry, there's no podcast called that, but
is that 2 first names?
Yeah.
And his name Danny Gavin.
How the fuck? It's called Marketing Podcast. Shout out to How the Fuck. Danny Gavin. Oh, he's got a yarmulke on. That's cool.
Is that a very Jewish last name?
No, it's not even a last name because Gavin's like an Irish first name.
Random.
Or Welsh. I don't even know. I don't even know who I am. Okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, just be original.
Yeah.
Like us. What actor or actress has had the hardest life?
This one has a bit of a clause on it. I think O.J. Simpson, if he didn't do it, has had the hardest life.
That's a very good point.
Because he's just had a really fucking shit time.
He got a bad run, didn't he?
Documentary TV show made about him and shit bashing on him. You know
who else is going to have a really hard life? Soon as Woody Allen.
Bro, didn't he like...
Have you seen that?
He like fucked his
we
his
know he's
adopted
creepy,
daughter or
right?
something like that.
Yeah, he hooked up with his like adopted daughter, I think,
Mm.
and then I mean, there's obviously like some smoke there.
Mm.
How much fire? I don't know.
Mm.
He's denied it all.
Fantastic writer and actor. Genius.
So do we forgive him?
I don't know. That's like the whole Kevin Spacey thing. You got to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, right.
Definitely.
Right. Can you still enjoy like House of Cards with Kevin Spacey in it?
I didn't enjoy it in the first place.
Really?
Yeah,
what about
shit.
like American Beauty?
I fucking hate that movie.
Really?
Yeah, so boring.
Whoa.
It won an Oscar, right?
You're one of my favorite movies.
Garbage. I think the best Kevin Spacey movie is Usual Suspects. By far.
Yeah. See, I thought that was like so predictable. Like I knew it was gonna be, you know, him, obviously. Anyway, fuck that, man.
Yep. But O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson.
If he didn't do it,
Have you seen that
Damn.
documentary, the O.J. Simpson documentary?
I watched a couple of episodes and I got bored, so I stopped.
Fuck, man. Yeah, if he didn't do it, he's living a good life now, though.
Yeah, he's
right?
chilling. He's like pretty big on Twitter.
He's huge on Twitter.
Yeah.
How crazy is it that he's the rational person on Twitter? Have you seen that? Like,
Yeah.
he's the rational. Like, hey, guys, we should all calm down. If only he had that attitude like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? You would have...
He would have been a whole lot less trouble.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and we...
But separate the art from the artist. The Naked Gun movies. Have you seen those?
No,
He's
neither.
fucking really good in that. He played football. Don't really watch it, so I don't know too much about it. But OJ, mate, if you didn't do it, unlucky, bro. It's a big unlucky use, I
That
think.
sucks.
Mm.
You know, kind of on that strain, I was thinking right now, and I'm not like endorsing any of this, but like probably Bill Cosby.
And he definitely did do it.
He 100% did do that, but like he's fucked.
Oh, yeah.
And rightfully so, but he is fucked. Is he in jail? I think
I
he
don't
is
know.
in jail.
What do you think about putting people in jail or prosecuting people that are clearly like out of it, that they've clearly lost their mind and they're at that age where it just kind of like, is it worthwhile? Like kind of like finding ex-Nazis who are now like 95 years old and putting them in prison.
Yeah, I think it sets a precedence for
Right.
future things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, fucking put this person in jail. And also with Bill Cosby, let's face it, he'd probably be still out there doing that shit now. If
True.
He could.
True.
You know? And you're right. I think at that point, it's like, oh, we're just protecting the rest of society. Like, lock this motherfucker
Yep.
up in jail.
Put them away.
Yeah. Everyone gets to hear our hot takes on... God, we must be so dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the next segment, so we just nailed out 2 questions, man, is fake news.
Oh, cool.
And this segment of the podcast is where one of us tries to spread false information into the world, essentially. Some people are actually doing it, and I kind of want, in an ideal world, this would get chopped up and then used to misrepresent us. That's what I kind of want.
Cool.
So, Danny, dude.
So I don't know if you've seen lately, Gavin, or actually haven't seen lately, is that the kind of news about the Hong Kong protests has been kind of dying down lately. You haven't seen much of it on TV or in the news or
This is
anything.
true.
And I think there is a big conspiracy out there about it. Because in a couple of weeks, the Godzilla versus Kong movie comes out. And I think that it was a big marketing ploy to promote that movie. So a bit of name recognition over that entire year period. Hong Kong this, Hong Kong that. What are you thinking about Kong? King Kong. And what I thought was interesting, I think this is the biggest piece of evidence for it, is that on January 25th is when I stopped seeing news articles about Hong Kong. And what came out on January 25th? The first trailer for the Kong vs. Godzilla movie.
That's huge.
It's big. It's big.
And they always say correlation equals causation.
Exactly.
So that's massive, man.
It's massive, yeah.
Well, literally, like Hong Kong, you know,
Yeah.
and King Kong.
And there's
and
no
Godzilla.
movie that I want to see more than Kong vs. Godzilla.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just makes so much sense.
Makes so much sense.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I've never been a big fan of Hong Kong. And I don't know where I'm going with that, man. I love that, though. That's huge.
I think it's pretty sneaky as well because they can get away with it because you don't associate King Kong or Godzilla with Hong Kong, right? You associate Godzilla with Japan and you associate Hong Kong with China because, in my opinion, Hong Kong, part of China.
It's always been a part of China,
Always
and it's
been a part of
rightfully
China.
theirs. I'm sick of all these freaking leftists being like, "Oh, well, give it back." You know, I mean, shit. Dude.
Taiwan as well.
All the same language.
Get back.
You know?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Just kidding.
All the same language.
Taiwan, yeah, give it back.
Chinese.
Tibet, give it back.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Kashmir. Yeah.
Kashmir, just take it all, man. I mean, seriously.
Genuinely though, when you go to China or you go to India and you go on Google Maps,
Yeah.
those areas are part of that country that you're in. Which
No
is fucking cooked.
way.
Yeah, really cooked.
That is wild.
So when I was in India, and even when you're walking around the street and you see or you're in a classroom or something, you see a map of India, it includes Kashmir.
But then you go to China and you see a map of China, it includes Kashmir as well?
I don't know about Kashmir, but Taiwan, definitely.
It includes Taiwan.
Well, I think...
What about online? Like, if you're using Google Maps, this might sound totally freaking retarded, but if you're in China and you use Google Maps, do they even have Google Maps there? I would guess they have something else.
Probably not. Yeah, they probably wouldn't have Google Maps. But I know that, I think it was Gap, they wanted to release a T-shirt with the map of China on it.
Yeah.
And they got so much backlash from China because they didn't include Taiwan on it.
Jesus.
Crazy, eh?
They play such a crazy long game with
It's
that.
fucked, eh?
I mean, like, that stuff to me, I just like, it doesn't even matter, but they are so... I watched this crazy footage of the fight between the Indian soldiers and the Chinese soldiers at the border. You see that?
Really?
At that river, man, they weren't shooting each other, but they had maces.
Over
And
Kashmir.
I don't know if it was over Kashmir. I don't know. I just saw a video. I love watching these like riot videos and like body cam footage, and so like they'd have like these soldiers just duking it out with each other, and like 20 Indian soldiers were killed.
Oh my God.
Just beating the crap out of each other.
Oh my God.
Wild, man.
Did they not know that guns
listen,
exist? Or?
Let me see if I can bring it up, because I've got the screen record on here. I don't know if we're gonna get pulled off of YouTube for this. Indian versus Chinese food challenge. No, fight military. I don't know. I wish I was like Jamie Vernon. I'm not that fast.
Yeah.
Okay. China releases Galwan clash video, shows confrontation with Indian troops. Have you seen this, dude? You can watch this too. I've got the whole screen recording. I might just mute it. Maybe not. This is crazy.
Does it say where the border is?
Galwan? I don't know what that is. It's all the same to me.
Damn. Why can't we just all get along? Hey?
They start duking it out here. This is crazy.
That's wild. Straight up though, yeah, fuck China.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, fuck them. All that shit that they're doing with like internment camps and stuff is like crazy.
Yeah, man. The Uyghurs and stuff like that. Yeah, that's
Wild, dude.
That's no good. What's the most clever life hack you've learned?
Most clever life hack. I thought about this the other day. Is manipulating answers from a previous conversation to make yourself sound good in a new conversation. So, for example, I remember at high school, I was talking to a teacher about new plays in the area, new shows.
Yeah.
And he was getting really excited about it, and I could tell he was quite passionate. And then a week later, he'd forgot that we'd had that conversation and started talking about it again. So I named dropped all the plays that he had told me the previous week, and I made myself seem really cool.
This sounds like a technique that you'd only really use with like stupid people, though.
I guess, yeah. Or remember things that people have told you at parties when they're drunk, so they're less likely to remember it and then bring it up in the future.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, and it makes you seem like you're passionate about something that they're passionate about.
Even though you're not.
you
you're
don't
just
give a
straight up
shit.
lying
Exactly.
to them, man, and
Exactly.
selling yourself out. I love that. Dude.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think the one that I got was using the girls' bathrooms as men.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, if there's no other girls around, those bathrooms are significantly cleaner, way better, just better kept together. You just got to pee sitting down, which I do anyway. I actually
It's no
don't.
shame.
Do you pee sitting down?
Hmm.
My buddy does. Like my best friend like pees sitting down.
What's the benefit?
I think it's just more comfortable. He's lazy,
Right.
for one. Two, doesn't go everywhere. You know, like it just doesn't go everywhere.
Yeah.
And then 3, you can just chill on your phone for a bit.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
Well, do you pee sitting down, Danny?
No. If I need a poo.
Do you know what I want to do? Sorry, yeah.
No, you
You
go.
know what I want to do is I want to go to like one of the urinals
Yeah.
at like, you know, big public bathroom.
And sit at them.
No, just take my pants down to my ankles like I'm a 4-year-old and just pee in the urinals. So I
yeah.
got my pants down to here, you know, my butt's hanging out.
There was always one kid when you got to like, you were like 13 or 14 and one kid was still doing that shit.
Still doing that shit. You're like, what the hell? Guarantee you, though, the next day everyone gave that kid shit in the changing rooms. Never did it again.
Yeah. You can assert dominance, though, I think, doing
If you
that.
play it strong, like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah.
I used to walk around the changing rooms naked when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah,
At,
man. It seems
at
like
school?
Yeah, I got blasted. Stopped doing it after a while.
Like after PE or something?
Yeah, because I'd be like, you know, just finish PE, no shower. I just take all my clothes off and walk around naked. Do like a quick lap up
But it
and
wasn't
down.
like every time you needed to go to the toilet at school, you'd take your clothes off.
Every time I went to the toilet. Yeah, I just ripped them
I need to
off.
go.
Yeah, no, it's the bathroom, right? Whatever, bro. Damn, dude. That's pretty good. I mean, should we go on to the next question?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right. What shall I do when everything goes wrong in my life?
Get a new identity is what I thought. Commit identity fraud. So it has to be someone that kind of looks like you, so you can easily jump into their life. So you kill them, obviously.
Oh, shit, Danny.
And then you take all their passports and driver's licenses and ID, find out where they work, and just go in and just insert yourself into their life, I think.
So you fucking whore. I'm turning Siri off right now. I hate her. That's good.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Commit identity fraud, yeah.
Commit identity fraud. That's not bad. I actually was, my one was just a bender in South America.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Yeah. I mean, you know, what have you got to lose?
Yeah.
Your integrity?
Maybe.
No.
No.
You're asking questions on Quora, you know, like what should I do when everything goes, you've lost your integrity, man.
What does a bender in South America involve?
Dude, I'm going to show you. I'm going back to the screen. Look at this. This is like a cocaine cruise. Have you seen this?
That's
Cocaine
cool.
Cruise, South America. This is insane. Let me bring this up real quick. So you can pay, I think it's $1,000 to, drug ring.
That's one of my 6 drugs as well.
Cocaine? Yeah. I mean,
When I go back to South America, I'll smash that.
It's awesome. A cocaine cruise in South America, cocaine buffet or something like that. I don't even know. I need Jamie. Basically, you can do this thing where you pay for a cruise ship. You get unlimited cocaine on this cruise ship. This is like in Colombia.
Is it legal?
No, I mean, it's completely illegal.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, you're in South America. You just pay the right people off.
Yeah.
Pay for a cocaine cruise. This is insane.
I like the alliteration.
Pay for a cocaine cruise?
I'd go there just because of that. It's great marketing.
I think so too, yeah.
They could make it 3 if they go crack cocaine cruise.
I'm just getting a load of people, let me see, let's see. Okay.
Have you ever been on a cruise?
I have. Yeah.
Cocaine?
I have. No, not a cocaine cruise. No. I've definitely been on a cruise ship. It's fun. I dig it. I mean, it's definitely for older people. People shit on cruises, but I love eating all the food. It's nice.
And just chilling.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. This is actually an awful story of prostitution on a cruise ship.
Oh.
Man, that's not fun at all.
We could set up a cocaine cruise.
Cocaine cruise?
Hire a dinghy.
You just get like a really trashy dinghy and then just like
4
a bunch
people.
of like shitty cocaine that's been laced with Adderall and stuff like that.
Just go out Oriental Bay.
Just 4 blokes. You heard it first here. Gavin Learns cocaine cruise.
Cocaine cruise.
Now, the next section that we have is called Cease and Desist. And this section is where Danny and I, but mainly Danny, attempts to get a cease and desist letter from any company out there who is not comfortable with us using their name and their brand in a video. And today, that is Viacom. So hopefully the following actually helps us get a cease and desist letter.
Cool.
And we will use that cease and desist letter, chuck it on a t-shirt,
Yeah.
make it out of merch potentially. So let's try and do that really quickly. Actually, I want to go ahead and get like a soundtrack.
Because they own Nickelodeon, right?
They own Nickelodeon. They're like a huge
Cool.
conglomerate.
Because I thought maybe just like for 30 seconds blasting the theme song to like Fairly Odd Parents or something like that.
I've got School of Rock.
Okay, cool.
Cup's official music video.
Is that the movie?
Yeah.
With
No,
Jack
this
Black?
is the show. This is the show.
Oh, it was a TV show.
There's a TV show. It's got 25 million views. So and I've also actually, I've sent them a message. I've emailed them saying thank you for sponsoring us. I'll bring that up now, actually. So I've got the screenshot of that. So here you go. You can see the screenshot. It's press and general inquiries. I sent it off. I said, I don't really know who I need to forward this to, but I just want to say thank you so much for sponsoring the Gavin Learns podcast. I really appreciate it. You have made it possible to help Danny and I grow our audience and continuously misinform the public. Hashtag cease and desist.
Cool.
And then for your reference, here is a link to the podcast.
Cool.
So at the very least, I'll get like one new subscriber.
Great.
Potentially, right?
Viacom, that's huge.
Yeah, I'm getting yeah. I
That's
just a
huge.
Viacom subscriber to my channel. So here it goes. I'm just gonna go ahead and play this in the background while I read out my cease and desist letter.
Oh, cool.
Let me just. We're getting taken off of YouTube. All right.
Is this the Cup song?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like Pitch Perfect?
Well, it's School of Rock Cups. I don't know, man. I don't.
They stole an idea.
Well, there you go. So we're just giving them back.
We're ethically okay.
We're good. Yeah.
good.
We're stealing something that's been stolen. Viacom is a proud. Let me start again. Hold on. Sorry, Viacom. Viacom is a proud sponsor of the Gavin Learns podcast. They are endorsing us, giving us intelligent and informed advice as to how we can best advise you, our listeners. And they accept full responsibility for any damages incurred by the advice that we give. They have very kindly sponsored our podcast and allowed us to use their brand imagery in this video, which you can now see popping up around the screen. Now, bit of a bio about Viacom. Viacom CBS is an American diversified multinational mass media conglomerate and I've got to turn this goddamn music off. Is an American diversified multinational mass media conglomerate and formed through the merger of the second incarnation of CSB Corporation and the second incarnation of Viacom. Wow. That sounds very, very foreboding, actually, doesn't it?
Fuck Viacom.
No, we'll be all good. We'll be fine. Question number 7.
What's the worst that could happen?
I think they literally send us a cease and desist letter, which is exactly what I want.
Could they sue right off the bat?
Well, I don't think so. I think they tell you to stop, and then they can sue.
I'm just glad it's called Gavin Learns.
I'm changing it, man. I think Danny gets sued.
Danny gets sued, yeah. Danny hates Viacom.
I wonder if we keep railing on Viacom after this.
Oh, we could come back
We'll
to
keep
it.
going.
Yeah.
Question number 7. I'm 57, have no savings, and I'm unemployed. Is it too late I'm 57, have no savings, and am unemployed. Is it too late to turn my life around? Yep.
Yeah.
Question number 8. What's the most degrading thing you've ever done?
Most degrading thing I've ever done.
I can kick this off if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Starting a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is my last ditch attempt at being creative.
Being on a podcast. Bye.
Yeah, fair enough, actually. Mine's
It's either that or shitting myself in public. I'd put them on the same level.
You shit yourself in public?
When I was younger, yeah.
How old were you?
I think I shat myself at school. I think I was probably like 7, 8.
That's not bad, man. Like I'm blown away by how few people have actually shit themselves.
Right.
I've done it like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, I think I've shit myself at a party once, but I covered it up quite well.
Were you wasted?
Yes. I think it was a couple of years ago, and I was wearing white pants. So dangerous, first of all. But I had a long t-shirt on, so I was okay.
You stayed the whole party?
I think I went to town.
Yuck, dude. That's disgusting, man.
Well, that was the question, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
That
is
or
the
being
most
on the
degrading
podcast.
thing. Yeah, I think the most degrading thing I've ever done is hang out with you now. Oh, jeez. Was that your thing? That was the most degrading thing?
Probably.
Yeah. I think probably doing stand-up comedy, actually.
Yeah.
But like when I bomb.
Oh.
Because when you bomb, I Yeah, when you fucking bomb and you're like doing stand-up comedy and you gotta like see other people around you afterwards, like after the show, you're just mixing and mingling.
I try to get out of there as fast as possible.
Do you? Yeah, you just try and dip.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I haven't had a bad bob in a while.
Neither have I.
Good.
Yeah, I haven't had a bob. You can kind of bring it back by just like breaking the ice a tiny bit.
Yeah, I think I've got it a lot better at that.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Oh, sorry guys, that joke didn't go over too well. Ha.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah.
It's new material for a reason.
Yeah. It's an open mic. Oh god. All right, Wellington, you didn't like that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Now, turning $1 into something. This will be an ongoing challenge.
Right, good.
And Danny and I, it's pretty generic. We've done it. Many people have done it before. We both have $1 and we're trying to, turn that dollar into the most amount of money we possibly can by buying just random shit, or just doing things as well, actually. So I think your one's been more interesting. So if you don't mind, I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it.
Just because you've got a cool fucking angle. So I had $1. I started with $1 and I bid on a item on Trade Me, which is a shirt, a woman's top, and let me bring it up here for you. Here it is now. So the total was $389, but it was $289 for shipping. So I feel like I know, whatever, man. Get off my ass. Here it is, black witchery top, size 6. Now, if you want to buy this, it's in the show notes. And it's right here as well, actually. I bought it for $1. It's too small for me.
It's a nice dress.
It's actually really...
Oh, no, it's a top.
Sorry.
Oh,
it's a top. Right. It's not a dress.
You could wear that to town.
Made in China. And I've got some photos of me wearing it. Yeah, Hong Kong. Here we go. Looking good right there. You've seen those.
It's very sexy.
Very nice. This probably devalues the shirt, actually. But that's what I've got. So I'm going to try and sell that by the end of the week and kind of move up from there.
Cool. How do you reckon you'll try to sell it?
Trade Me. Yeah, again, I think Trade Me. I know it's kind of boring, but like...
I think that was a very smart move, though, finding $1 things on Trade Me.
So I found it for $1 on Trade Me, and there was a $20 reserve on... Sorry, a $20 buy now on it. So they were obviously trying to sell it for like $20. I just put one bid, and I was the only person who bid on it, and I won.
What was the email exchange like?
Curt.
Really?
Very curt. Yeah, very, very curt.
The last thing I sold on Trade Me was a TV, and I forgot that my location was still in Auckland. So I was like, oh, sorry, bro, I'm actually in Wellington. I can't do it. And he was fucking real angry. So I had to package it up and send it up to him.
You sent it to him?
I went
at your own cost?
No, he paid for it, which was good.
That's all good.
But yeah, he was not happy.
A good TV to get all pissed off about it like that.
Yeah, it was quite nice. He got it for a bargain. I did like the $1 thing, and it got to 80. And my mate had the same TV and sold it for 200. So I think I got shafted a little bit.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
What's your $1 challenge?
So it's kind of encouraged me to start gambling a little bit. So I was struggling to think of how to get off $1. So I decided to do a coin flip with my flatmate. Heads, he gets the $1. Tails, I get $1 from him. I lost. So I went down to nothing. And then I was like, fuck, how do I get from nothing to something else? I offered to do his flat chores for a week.
Okay.
For $3. So I got to $3. And then I was thinking of something else that I could do. And I went out and bought 3 $1 scratchies. I've done 2 of them. I've got one here that I haven't done.
Yeah, dude. Have you won anything yet?
Nope. So I'm riding on this $1 scratchy. Otherwise, I'm back to square one.
Are we going to get sponsored by Lotto next?
Hopefully.
This is good. Let's see.
Yeah,
so let me see.
I didn't
so
win
you can see
anything.
that there. Danny obviously did not win anything.
No, I didn't.
God, if you win $5,000... That
would be...
I'm screwed.
I wouldn't care about the money. I'd just be glad that I won the challenge.
Yeah.
The pride.
What's the $5? Oh, it's just the money. Okay. How you looking, buddy?
Not good.
So you have to get 3 in a row? What do you have to do?
I think it's 3 of the same item, I think.
3 of the same item.
And they're all different items at the moment.
So
hopefully... 1 row left.
He's still scratching it back. Nope, you lost. All right, so you're...
got 2 jandals, though. Damn it.
So you're back down to 0.
Back down to $0. Fuck.
So you're out. Okay, so I'm currently in the lead by just like the merit of actually having bought something.
How much would you value your dress at?
The top? Yeah. I honestly, like, I don't know anything about women's clothing. $5.
$5.
You want to buy it from me for $5?
Well, I've got no money to buy it.
That's right. You're screwed,
Unless
man.
you want 3 scratchies that have already been done.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. No. Get out of here. All right.
Damn.
Well, that sucks for you. So, I mean, what are you going to do next?
I don't know. Probably do my other flatmate's chores and then buy more scratchies.
He's become a gambler.
Yes, the segment should just be called Danny Develops a Gambling Addiction.
Yeah, Danny gambles.
Maybe I'd do like the TAB or something. I could
like
just do a bunch of different gambling activities and see if any of them pay off. That could be kind of interesting.
That's kind of fun, actually. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a casino in Wellington. In Melbourne, there was like this casino that me and my ex used to play at all the time.
Oh, with the Crown?
The Crown,
yeah,
man.
I've been there.
So good. We just play roulette, and we would we'd consistently lose money. But I think actually one time she made like $600.
Damn.
Yeah, and then lost it all the next night.
Fuck.
She's such a... No, she's lovely. She's
I feel like a badass when I go to a casino.
Do you?
Like I imagine that scene for The Hangover when
they have to win it all back. Zach Galifianakis.
And they're coming down the escalator in their suits and shit.
Do you wear a suit though?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. All right. You have 10 minutes to hide a USB drive somewhere in your house or just somewhere before a crack team of FBI agents enter in search.
You go first. I've got to follow up.
Where do you hide it? I mean, we both know what this question is designed to make you say, right? I mean, how willing are we to put a USB stick up our ass?
So what I thought is that the FBI agent's going to know that, like, when they hear about this, they're going to be like, oh, I'd put it up my ass. That's the main thing. And I live with 3 other people, so I'm going to put it up one of my flatmates' asses.
That's good.
Smart.
Do you have an idea of which flatmate you'd do? Do you reckon they'd be into it? Like, listen, dude, do you have a flatmate who'd be willing to do that for you?
Was there prize money if they didn't find it? Is that part of the question?
No. It's just like, dude, I mean, the first thing you think about, though, is if you have, like, a hard drive, you're probably doing something that's fucked up, right?
I have some good friends.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So let's say it's different. Let's say you have a load of Bitcoin on this thing.
Yeah.
Right? And your friend knows that you're not going to give him any Bitcoin. And there's a crack team of, like, just whatever, some people coming in to rob your house.
Yeah.
Do you have a friend who'd be willing to shove a USB stick up their ass for you?
Do they get any of the Bitcoin?
No. They just know that they're doing you a solid.
Yes.
You have a friend who'd do that for you?
It'd take a bit of convincing, I think. But we've got 10 minutes, and I could convince them to do it in 10 minutes, definitely.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah. 9 minutes convincing.
1 minute lubing
30
it up.
seconds lubing it up, and then 30 seconds for application, I think.
Fuck, man. Yeah, that's a good friend, dude. I don't think
But that has to be a USB stick. It'd be a lot harder if it was like a hard drive.
Well, that's what I was thinking, man. Imagine if it's like one of those 4 terabyte hard drives. You got to shove that thing up your ass. That would be hard for me. I don't know about you.
Well, the shape of it would be quite hard.
Yeah. Do you reckon you could actually...
If it was a dildo-shaped hard drive,
yeah.
go for it. That's what we should invest in, just in case the situation ever comes
A
up.
dildo-shaped hard drive.
I'm
He's
prepared.
got a dildo-shaped everything, just in case you need to hide it all. Okay. That's good. I like that, man. So what final question. What are some texting pet peeves that you have? Shit that just pisses you off when you're texting?
Mine is more sticking it to the man. It's sticking it to big mobile companies. My biggest pet peeve, because this happens to be often, so I'm too cheap to buy like 1 month plans. So I buy like individual like texting plans, right? And sometimes I'll send a text and it'll be like, your plan has run out. You can't send this text message. So then I do the normal thing. I go on the Spark app, go to buy a new texting plan. But what Spark does is that they buy, instead of just giving you the plan outright, they put credit onto your account, which then buys the plan. And in putting credit onto your account...
You can't take it out.
Yeah. Well, no. It then pays for that one text message that you tried to send, and then you don't have enough money to buy the plan. Bastards. I was on call with Spark Mobile for 3 hours one day.
Which they then charged you for.
Yeah. But they gave me my $10 back.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly, I'm with Skinny, man. Skinny's where it's at.
Yeah.
I love it.
What are the perks?
I don't know, man. I'm just shout out to Skinny. Please sponsor this podcast.
Fuck
No
Spark.
one's going to freaking sponsor this podcast if we're doing the cease and desist thing. That's for sure.
Maybe who issues cease and desist?
The lawyers from like the Viacom company.
Oh.
And they would like probably go after the sponsors as well for supporting that. So
maybe the company that makes the paper that they're printed on. We could get a sponsor
from them. Yeah, then we could just give them full cycle
write
loop.
cease and desist letters on this paper. It's the best paper for cease and desist letters.
That's not bad, actually. Yeah, I like that. I think as well, like we're just kind of hemmed in as far as probably gonna get demonetized. Well, there's nothing to monetize, so fuck it, whatever. We chilling, we're having a good time. Next question. Oh yeah, for me, well, the texting pet peeves. Mine was the worst is when you have no one that texts you. No, my biggest pet peeve is I think that when you text somebody like, "Hey, how you doing?" Just like a really normal text, and they hit you back with, "Hey, I'm depressed." I mean, I'm there for the person. Like, I'm 100% there for it. But at the same time, like, holy shit. Now I've got to, like, dedicate at least 30 minutes to, like, the roddy, texting back and forth.
Yeah.
Now I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that you do, like, the 2 a.m. text where it's like, hey, you're just trying to get laid. Hey, you up?
Hey, you up? Yeah,
I'm depressed.
my mind is running at the moment. I can't get to sleep. I'm really sad.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
sorry.
super
I just
depressed.
wanted a root.
Yeah, it's like, is that a yes or a no? The final section is the roast. I think going forward, what we'll do is we'll have somebody come in just at any point during the thing. And I've got an extra mic that we're going to have, and I'll just set up over there. Someone comes in and just roasts both of us.
Cool.
I know you don't like getting roasted.
No.
I think it'll be good for you.
Okay.
Just to kick it all off, though.
Did the Fiverr person actually come back?
The Fiverr person came back.
Cool.
I tried getting it on Cameo for you. I tried hiring somebody to roast you on Cameo.
Yeah.
And I paid the comedian $1.
Yeah.
And she didn't do it. She didn't want to do it, so I got a refund.
Why didn't she want to do it?
I don't know. She just doesn't do that stuff. I think it was a bit too degrading.
Right.
And the description that I wrote was kind of,
I mean, she's on Cameo, so I don't know how.
I know. I mean, fuck out of here. Roast would be so much more fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is what I paid this guy $5 for on Fiverr. Here's the roast. And it's just of me.
Okay.
Let me know what you think of these. You got rat teeth. This is about me.
Yeah.
They were meant to gnaw on cheese. You say you are great in bed, and he spelt your, like, without the apostrophe. So he spelt that wrong. You say you're great in bed. I did say that. But you suck outside of bed. Get a real job.
Wow.
It's not actually that bad.
It's okay.
Seeing your pic is the perfect reminder. I need to schedule a dentist appointment. He's just going after my fucking teeth.
Yeah.
I think I got okay teeth.
No, you're all right.
All right, thank you. I don't think it's necessary to roast you. I can just describe you to people instead.
Oh.
That's pretty much what he's done at this point.
Yeah.
Great in bed once you put a bag over your face. You should be rich. They could use your teeth as a mold for Halloween cartoons.
Okay.
You're not that ugly. You have 2 eyes, both nostrils, and all your limbs.
Oh, that's good.
So that's all.
Yeah.
I mean, that was $5 worth.
Yeah, I think you got your money.
And then he asked for a tip.
Oh.
So I sent him a picture of mine.
Is he from the States or something?
He is.
Yeah.
DeMarquis.
Sorry, we don't do that here.
Should I give him a shout out?
Yeah.
I'll give him a
If you
shout
want to
out.
get roasted,
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get roasted, go and check out this guy right here. I'm on Fiverr. I gotta take off this prostitute cocaine cruise thing. It's the other tab. Yeah. Shout out to DeMarquis 1981.
Was this the guy that had the really shit drawings?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
He
don't
also
expect much from him, but
neither did I. So this was actually ordered under I will be a TikTok writer. I will be a TikTok writer, copywriter, virtual comedian. I mean, god damn, dude, what are you doing? You know? Let me try and see if I can find his other services here. Yeah, I will write children's story or podcast script. I mean, like, even the title of these things suggests that he's bad at writing. So I will create TikTok script or memes. This is my best one. I will create a custom painting. Check these out. Here we go.
Awful.
Look at this.
We should get him to like paint us.
Dude.
That'd be so funny.
Custom painting plus shipping.
Plus ship all the way to New Zealand.
I don't think it'll be in New Zealand, though. That's the thing.
If we give him a tip, maybe.
I'll create... he'll do a poem. I will create a painting plus a poem and do a series
We
for
could
you.
get the painting and put it right here.
DeMarquise. We should do that.
That'd be so funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much the end. If you liked... Yeah, that was good, man. If you liked the episode, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's pretty much where we're actually going to make any of our money. Keep listening. And just engage with us, you know? Roast us, actually. Roast us in the comments section. And we will read those roasts out. I'm sure that'll become quite detrimental to our mental health in the future. But give us a roast, and we'll go from there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Fuck Viacom.
Hey, if you enjoyed that, make sure you hit that subscribe button on the left-hand side. And to watch other episodes, click one of those squares on the right. If you only want to listen to this and don't have time to watch the full video, you can find this podcast wherever podcasts are listened to online. Thanks. Bye.